Hey guys, welcome to level 19. Today we will talk about 19 lessons for your life from action movies, so keep watching level 19. Number 1, Terminator II, 1991, Lesson. Kids need a strong father figure in their lives, how it's told. Poor little John Connor is on the rocky road to juvenile delinquency, before the T-800 shows up to put a paternal arm round his shoulder, with the steering hand of a father figure to guide him. He goes on to become the second Messiah. Even a robot dad is better than no dad at all. There is your next policy, Cameron. Robot dads for all. Number 2, Armageddon, 1998, Lesson. Parenthood is all about sacrifice. How it's told. When Brucey decides to step up to the plate and save the Earth, he does so in order to protect his little girl. In fact, the idea that fatherhood includes the responsibility to sacrifice oneself can be extrapolated further to suggest that one generation has a responsibility to protect the next, family or otherwise. Number 3, King Kong, 2005, Lesson. Fame is not always a bed of roses, how it's told. Kong was happy on Skull Island. Sure, he had the odd treks to fend off, but other than that, living a life of obscurity suited him just fine. It is only when he becomes a celebrity back in New York City that things start to take a turn, for the worse. He might have enjoyed a better quality of banana there, but when the public turned, you can bet your life he'd have taken it all back to be an unknown again, a cautionary tale if ever there was one. Number 4, Speed, 1994, Lesson. Bitterness will get you nowhere. How it's told. All the exploding mayhem that Dennis Hopper unleashes on the city of Los Angeles is a result of him feeling a bit put out by the way he left his job. And in the end, where does his bitterness get him? An early exit off this mortal coil, courtesy of a low-hanging tunnel light. Life will hand you plenty of bum cards, but it does not do to dwell on it. It will drive you mad. Number 5, Spider-Man, 2002, Lesson. Virtue is often thankless. How it's told. Uncle Ben was the one who told Spidey that with great power comes great responsibility, but he should probably also have mentioned that none will thank you for being a hero either. Throughout the 3 films, Peter Parker largely finds himself suffering for the greater good, with nary a hint of thanks from those he cares about most. Number 6, The Bourne Ultimatum, 2007, Lesson. There is always someone you can trust, how it's told. Even when things are looking bleak, and it seems as though the whole world is out to get you, there is always someone out there who is willing to lend a hand. In Bourne's case, he has got the whole weight of Treadstone and Black Briar coming down on him, like a ton of bricks. But suddenly finds out that Joan Allen's Ice Queen is actually backing him up. No man is an island, etc., etc. Number 7, Star Wars, Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, 1999, Lesson. Fear is the biggest enemy one can face, how it's told. There is nothing to fear but fear itself. Well, actually, there is plenty, but fear is the main one. Do not believe us? Well, maybe we'll listen to Yoda then. Fear is the path to the dark side, says the little green oracle. Fear leads to anger, anger leads to hate, hate leads to suffering. Number 8, The Dark Knight, 2008, Lesson. Money is not everything, fun is important too. How it's told. Bruce Wayne is absolutely loaded, but spends the majority of the film in a deep funk. The Joker, on the other hand, does not give a hoot for money, and seems to be having a whale of a time. Indeed, as Bruce glumly stares out of his $1 million penthouse, the Joker is gleefully setting fire to a vast pile of cash. Number 9, Troy, 2004, Lesson. Never send a boy to do a man job. How it's told. When Paris calls out Menace, It surprises precisely noon when the young upstart is given a sound beating. Lessons however are not learned, as Achilles' young cousin Patroclus is sent to fight Hector whilst the main man lies sleeping. Number 10 The Matrix, 1999. Lesson: technology is fundamentally dangerous. How it's told: you might think the iPad is the future, but you could be wrong. Sentient, power-hungry machines are the future, and if we let them carry on evolving, they will be using us as batteries in no time. Neo thought he was a slave to the machines in his day job as a computer programmer, but that was just the start of it. They are out to get us. Number 11 Braveheart, 1995. Lesson: it's your responsibility to make something of life. How it's told: it doesn't take any special skill to exist in this life, but men like William Wallace aren't happy just to exist. Every man dies, says Wallace, not every man really lives. And to really live you must stand up for your convictions, no matter how far the odds are stacked against you. Number 12 Starship Troopers, 1997. Lesson: war is kind of stupid. How it's told: as director Paul Verhoeven points out, war makes fascists of us all, and so it proves in Starship Troopers as the good old US of A picks one fight too many and plunges the Earth headfirst into conflict with a race of giant bugs. Breeding a generation of ultra-violent meatheads is not portrayed as the best way of achieving world, or in this case universal, peace. Number 13 Star Trek, 2009. Lesson: self-confidence beats experience. How it's told: despite being a cocky, brash greenhorn, with no discernible qualifications other than a famous father, James Kirk manages to shrug off a disciplinary hearing and become captain of the Enterprise, with the absolute minimum of fuss. The message here, kids, is that hard work, experience and common sense come a distant second to being able to talk the talk. See The Apprentice for further details. Number 14 Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, 1989. Lesson: sometimes it's necessary to take a leap of faith. How it's told: faced with a gaping chasm, falling into which would result in certain death, Indy has to decide whether to turn back or follow in God's footsteps into the unknown. Naturally he takes the leap of faith, steps out onto what appears to be thin air, and finds himself able to walk safely across to the other side. Number 15 Avatar, 2009. Lesson: the NDOESNT always justify the means. How it's told: harvesting natural resources to further the lifespan of your species is all well and good, but not when it comes at the cost of another way of life. In this case, the humans who set about murdering the Na'vi just to get their hands on their minerals, don't come across terribly well. Number 16 Top Gun, 1986. Lesson: play by your rules, and you may just save the day. How it's told: throughout the film, Tom Cruise's Flash Harry of a fighter pilot has been repeatedly told the style of flying is reckless and aggressive. Indeed, this aggression causes his good friend Goose to needlessly die, landing him in the dock before the Board of Inquiry. Number 17 Gladiator, 2000. Lesson: power is useless without integrity. How it's told: Maximus is shown to be a true leader of men, his soldiers worshipping the ground he walks on account of his bravery, loyalty and honesty. Commodus, on the other hand, is a treacherous, sniveling shit who cons his way into power and rules with an iron fist. Number 18 Kickboxer, 1989. Lesson: vengeance must be pursued at all costs. How it's told: having seen his brother brutally paralyzed at the hands, or rather feet, of Thai kickboxer Tong Po Van Dam swears vengeance, it soon becomes clear that Thai mobsters don't T want a rematch to happen, but JCVD plows ahead with it anyway, only becoming more determined when his trainer S. niece is beaten and raped in retaliation. Number 19 Harry Potter, 20,012,011, Lesson. If you Ray not born special, gone T bother, how it's told. Great people aren't T born great, but they are born with the potential to be great, so if you aren't T born with said potential, you may as well give up. In Potterland, people can be neatly divided into those who can do magic, and those who can T. Well, that's all from level 19. Hope you have enjoyed this video. Please do not forget to like, comment and subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching level 19.